Pi Network just launched its open mainnet on February 20th, 2025, and instead of mooning, the price crashed 55% from its May high of 1.67. But here's what 99% of people are missing about this massive opportunity that's hiding in plain sight. In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to break down exactly why Pi dropped when it should have pumped, reveal the 3 critical factors that are setting up Pi for a potential explosive recovery, and show you the specific price levels every Pi holder needs to watch in the coming week. Plus, I'll share the one thing that could send Pi to $10 or completely tank it to zero. Let's start with the elephant in the room. Pi Network finally achieved what the community has been waiting for 6 years, the transition to open mainnet. Over 10.14 million users successfully migrated, exceeding the original 10 million goal. This should have been the moment Pi exploded upward, right? Instead, we saw a brutal 55% crash from the May peak of 1.67, struggling to break back above the 1.49 resistance level. But before you panic sell or write off Pi as another failed crypto project, you need to understand what's really happening behind the scenes. Here's what most analysts aren't telling you. The price drop isn't random. It's directly tied to a massive token unlock event. 37 million Pi tokens were scheduled to unlock by the end of May 2025, with 13.5 million worth hitting the markets in a single day. When you flood any market with that much supply, prices naturally crater. This is basic economics, but here's a critical insight. These unlock events are temporary. Once the selling pressure from unlocked tokens subsides, Pi could experience a significant supply squeeze, especially with the open mainnet now enabling real utility and adoption. According to recent analysis, Pi's crash coincided with heightened geopolitical tensions and widespread trade conflicts between multiple countries. This wasn't just Pi. Major global equity markets and cryptocurrencies across the board plummeted during this period. Pi got caught in the broader market panic. This might surprise you, but the open mainnet launch actually introduced short-term downward pressure. Why? Because for the first time, Pi tokens could connect with external blockchain systems. This opened the floodgates for trading on centralized and decentralized exchanges, dramatically increasing selling pressure from early adopters who had been waiting years to cash out. Let's talk numbers that will blow your mind. Pi currently has a circulating supply of 7.2 billion tokens out of a maximum supply of 100 billion. That's only 7.2% of the total supply currently in circulation. Some analysts claim Pi will never reach $100 because of this large supply, arguing it would make Pi the largest cryptocurrency by market cap. But they are missing a crucial point. Circulating supply matters more than maximum supply, especially when token release is controlled and tied to utility adoption. Here's where it gets interesting. Multiple price prediction models are showing conflicting signals. Some technical indicators suggest Pi could drop another 25% to around 47 cents by the end of 2025. But other fundamental analysis points to potential massive upside if key adoption milestones are hit. The reality is, Pi Network is at a critical inflection point. The open mainnet launch was just the beginning. The real test comes in the next 6 to 12 months as the ecosystem develops actual utility, partnerships, and real-world use cases. Pi Network isn't just another speculative crypto token. The open mainnet enables the development of a peer-to-peer ecosystem where Pi can be used for actual transactions, services, and applications. As more developers build on the Pi platform and more businesses accept Pi payments, the fundamental value proposition strengthens significantly. Here's something that could change everything overnight. Pi Network has been operating in a unique space, building its ecosystem while navigating uncertain regulatory waters. If Pi receives favorable regulatory treatment or clarity in major markets like the United States or European Union, we could see institutional adoption accelerate rapidly. After analyzing all the data, here's my take. Pi Network's recent price drop is primarily driven by temporary factors, token unlocks, geopolitical tensions, and initial open mainnet selling pressure. These are not permanent fundamental issues. However, Pi's long-term success depends entirely on execution. The team needs to deliver on utility development, ecosystem growth, and user adoption. If they can build a thriving digital economy around Pi, the current price levels could look like a massive opportunity in hindsight. But if utility development stagnates or regulatory challenges emerge, Pi could struggle to justify its current valuation, let alone achieve significant upside. If Pi successfully develops real-world utility and adoption accelerates, we could see prices recover to previous highs and potentially reach $5 to $10 within 2 to 3 years. Pi maintains current levels while gradually building utility, resulting in modest price appreciation in line with broader crypto market trends. If utility development fails to materialize or regulatory challenges emerge, Pi could decline significantly below $1. If you're holding Pi, don't make emotional decisions based on short-term price movements. Focus on the fundamental development of the ecosystem. Monitor utility adoption, partnership announcements, and regulatory developments. If you believe in the long-term vision, most importantly, never invest more than you can afford to lose. And remember that Pi Network, like all cryptocurrencies, carries significant risk. The next few months will be absolutely critical for Pi Network's future. The question isn't whether Pi will recover from this drop. It's whether the team can deliver on their promise of building the world's most inclusive peer-to-peer ecosystem. What do you think? Are you buying this dip, holding, or getting out? Let me know in the comments below. And if this analysis helped you understand what's really happening with Pi Network, smash that subscribe button because we're going to be tracking this story closely as it unfolds. Share the video to help other pioneers keep up with the latest news and developments. My name is Tony, and this is Basic Knowledge. Till my next video, keep mining.